This is a laptop that's gonna make you hate your big and heavy laptop. Let's see what it is. Zenbook 14, that in some versions of it, it comes in this beautiful travel case, which I really love about it, made me kind of hate my own laptop, which is a Legion 2021, Legion 5 2021. It makes it look like it's just an iPad when it comes in this case, and it's so light that you can just take it anywhere you want, and I love it. The first thing we notice about this laptop is definitely the fingerprints. I love the design about this. I love the build quality. I definitely like that you can just open it with one hand. We have bigger laptops or even laptops at this size that you cannot do that. So I love this about it, that you can just open it with one hand, and the build quality is amazing. Well, it's made out of plastic and aluminum, but mostly plastic, but it doesn't feel like plastic at all. Everywhere you feel just feels great, but the worst thing is that it's just attracts a lot of fingerprints, and you can see it, so keeping it clean is really hard. I should say that, and I just cleaned it and put it in the case, and now I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has a lot of fingerprints on it, and even in the inside it's the same. But apart from that, the build quality is amazing. I just love how premium it feels. Even at this price range, it's amazing how it feels so premium. And the only part that doesn't feel that premium to me is the keyboard. I mean, if you only work with Asus keyboards, this feels great. This is better than most of them, in my opinion. And the travel is perfect. You can type easily with it, and it's great. But if you compare it to Legion keyboards, it feels, it doesn't feel that great, but only if you compare it. Like if you just compare it to its own and just work with this keyboard, this is amazing. And I like the keyboard, so it's okay. And you don't have the numpad because this is, as I said, it's just 14-inch, and it's very portable and compact, but they didn't forget about the numpad. You have it here on the trackpad. You can also adjust the brightness of the numpad, which is amazing. I just loved it about it, that you have a numpad on your trackpad. I loved it. So all in all, the build quality, I can say it's 9 out of 10, only because I prefer Lenovo keyboards like ThinkPad series or Legion series. I think they are better, but all in all, this is great. Now let's move to the next part. Let's talk about one of the best parts of this laptop, which is definitely the display. It's 2.8K OLED display, which you can get it with at least 500 nits of brightness, and it's 90 Hertz. And one of the best things about it is that I just saw that all the colors are so bright and just perfect. And then I saw this label on it, which is Pantone validated, and this means that it went through a very strict test, and all the colors are as close as possible to Pantone color codes. So what you see is so close to what you print out later if you want to print something and you use Adobe Photoshop or anything, and you just design something. And this is great for the designers, so you know how different can colors be from what you see on your computer and what you print out. So I love that it had this, and also the colors can help you have a better experience when you are watching a movie or you are playing games, which I'm gonna later talk about. This is not a laptop to play games on, but I just tested some games on it, and I'm gonna tell you about it so you can be as shocked as I was when I saw the performance. So the display definitely gets 10 out of 10 for me, because you have high brightness, you have great colors, you have 90 Hertz, which is enough for this laptop, and you have 2.8K resolution, which is amazing. So I loved the display, 10 out of 10. Let's go for the next part. Despite some laptops from Asus that don't come with a webcam, this laptop comes with a webcam, thank God. I had some meetings and video calls with it, and I liked the quality that I was seeing my picture with. The webcam is HD, but also when I compared it to my own laptop, I liked this quality better. That's also HD, but somehow I liked the quality here better. As for the sound is by Harman Kardon, which explains itself that you'll have a great sound, great audio, all in all. I'll give the sound 8 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. It was great comparing to some laptops that are more expensive, but we have better laptops, and if you compare it, for example, to M1, that's definitely better, but it was manageable, it was okay. Like it was, I can say more than minimum. As I said, 8.5 for the sound. You could hear it without even your headphones, you could hear everything perfectly. If you are watching a movie without a headphone, you'll understand all the words. It was great. It was definitely better than my own laptop, but not better than M1 for sure. Now let's go for the most important part, which means performance. This laptop comes with a Ryzen CPU, Ryzen 5 5625U. You can also get this laptop, the newer versions with Ryzen 6000 series, but this laptop is more affordable because of the price. You can find this version for about $500, but the newer version can be up to $1,000. So this is definitely more affordable, but if you prefer to have a newer version, you can go for them. And it doesn't have a great GPU for sure, because as I said, this is definitely not a laptop for graphic design or gaming. This is like more of a daily laptop for just less heavy tasks, like everyday tasks. It comes with Vega 7 graphics, and it definitely can do heavy tasks, but as I said, I tried playing some games on it and I'll tell you about it. What else? Oh, the RAM is 8 gigabytes. And here's the thing, you can't upgrade this laptop, so whatever config that you get it with, you can't upgrade it. So I suggest you get it with 16 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, 8 gigabyte RAM is really low, but the one that I worked with is 8 gigabytes. So whatever I'm about to explain about the performance is with 8 gigabytes. If it's enough for you, you can get it with 8, but I prefer to have more. Definitely with all the programs and what we work with these days, I think 8 is really low. I tested Adobe Premiere on this laptop and exported a file that we usually export when we want to test a laptop, and a file that all the high-end laptops export in less than 2 minutes. This laptop did it in more than 7 minutes, yeah, around 7 minutes. So definitely this is not a laptop for editing videos, and maybe if you get the Intel version it works better for you, but you can do Photoshops or Illustrator. Those are manageable, but definitely again not for very heavy files, but they are manageable for just little designs. And for the games, for example, if I want to mention one of them, I played Valorant on this laptop, which is a CPU heavy game, and it gave me, which is really shocking, but with the 2.8K resolution, it gave me around more than 80 FPS, which is great for this laptop with this configuration. This is definitely not a gaming laptop, but you can play some CPU heavy games on it and get a decent performance. If we compare the performance of this laptop with M1 with 8 GB of RAM, M1 is definitely better in Adobe Premiere, so if that's what you do, M1 is the better option. But all in all, in the other parts, they were we can say that they were kind of the same. So if you would need a Windows laptop, this can be a very good option for you. For the performance, I can give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's fair. What I can say about the ports is that you have everything you need, but if they gave me one more USB-A, I would give the ports 10 out of 10, but it's only one, and you have the headphone jack, you have 2 Type-C ports, which you can charge a laptop with it, which is amazing because anywhere you go, you can just take the charger and charge all of your devices except for Apple phones. And but I like the ports, and just because you have only one USB-A, I give it 9 out of 10. I think I've said everything about this laptop. If I forget to mention anything, if you have any questions, leave the comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.